Hey y'all, it's Jesse Williams with the Southern Backwoods Oracle, coming to you for the weekly card reading. This last week was a fun week. There's some big energy shifts going on. Had a really big revelation, and I've gone back through and started redoing cards. I will give y'all an update, probably Tuesday or Wednesday of this upcoming week. But y'all didn't come here to hear about my update. Y'all came here for the weekly card reading. So let's get to it. So the energy for this week, the path we should look towards this week, the card to focus on as we move throughout this upcoming week is the, this is the old name of the card, and I'm trying to remember what the new name of this card is. Oh, that actually is the right name. It's the Witch's Cave, reversed.
Here is a picture of the Witch's Cave, just in case you're wondering kind of what it would look like. This one was really fun, and it actually is going to be redone. But I'm still going to keep the key elements. I would like to just brush up the art style.
When I was young in Louisiana, I used to make up stories. We would tell people who would listen about getting lost in the woods. We stumbled upon a witch that lived in the woods. A scary witch, right? How far I've come. I became the scary witch. So the Witch of the Woods. We had these stories of like finding this witch that was in the woods, and she lived in, sometimes it was a haunted windmill, sometimes it was an old shack, sometimes it was a cave. And so there is the birth of the Witch's Cave. What does that mean? What does the Witch's Cave mean? I think of the cave as a fairly creepy feeling place, but it's a place that holds a lot of answers. Find revelations within the shadows, that there's safety and peace there, even though if you looked at it on the outside, it doesn't really match up to that. On the outside, it looks scary, but the reality of is there's truth and there's beauty. There's a light even within that darkness. Now that's the upright version. When it goes reversed, the Witch's Cave is reversed. It tells us that there's darkness, maybe not with answers, that there's concerns and fears, and they might be a little right. That there's doubts, hesitations, and like, yeah, you should have those doubts. You should have those hesitations. The emphasis here is to remember, you will not find your answers here. You think you might. Then when you see it, you kind of get an unease. It doesn't feel right. It might bring up fear. It might bring up doubt. There might be a darkness. Your answers won't be here. How do we translate this into energy to lean into this week? When you find yourself in the Witch's Cave, when you find yourself in a certain darkness or hesitation, fear, questions of doubt rolling around in your head, tell yourself, I will not find my answers here. Let that be your flag. That will guide you. You will not find your answers there. And trust. When you walk out that Witch's Cave, you don't know where you're going to find your answers, but you'll find them. They'll show up. Trust the process. But don't trust the darkness this week. Sometimes there's times for us to go into the dark and dig. It's not this week. Stay in the light this week, y'all. And avoid the dark. See y'all next week.